Hello Glam Squad, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi, and as you can see here, we are starting with some purple, and we are going to paint that across all of those tips. And with movie magic, here we go. We've got a full set. We of course are going to do 2 coats, although this polish, which is the QT gel polish, it was very opaque, and you could probably get away with 1 coat if you really wanted to, but just for opacity's sake, I went on ahead and did 2 full coats, and then we put a matte top coat on top. And as you can see, I'm coming in here with a little white, and I am creating the shape of the peach that we are going to draw. And the only reason I'm putting it in white first is that purple does change the quality of the color when you put it down, so I really wanted a white background for that, but I didn't want a white nail, so this was my solution. Let me know if there's another way that you would have done it, but this was the way that it worked best for me. And the shape I'm creating is really like a fat, circular, juicy heart shape, right? Not full heart shape, more circular, but it's still got that dip at the top and that little bit of point at the bottom, so you can see that it's a heart. But once we get it all completely drawn, you get the more of a peach situation. And honestly, this is one of those sets where you have to trust the process, because I'm being honest with you, as I was working on it, I kept feeling like, oh, this isn't gonna work, I don't like this is ugly. And it wasn't until I got to the very end of the peach that I really started to fall in love with this set. So trust the process. It is okay if you don't like it at first, because sometimes you're not going to like it at first, and that's okay. That's okay. You have to have your vision and just keep executing it. It really does keep you focused if you keep your eye on where you're headed and not where you're at right now. That's true in art and in life, right? Because life can bog down if you don't keep your eye on the prize of what you're trying to accomplish. And that's definitely true with my YouTube channel. The growth on this channel has been incredibly slow, and no matter how hard you try to grow yourself, you've got to stay focused on what you want to happen and not what is happening. So there's my little bit of encouragement for the day. Just trust the process. Trust the process. And I'm going to keep telling myself that too. So what I've done here is I am mixing the orange and the yellow together to give you sort of that peachy, different levels of color, ombre-ishness. Yeah, that was a mismatch of words, but you get my point. I was just making the colors, because when you're holding a peach, it's not 100% peach color everywhere. There's a little yellow here, a little pink there, or whatever. And so I chose to do the orange yellow situation, and that's what I came up with. Now, on this particular nail, I'm just doing 3 tiny little peaches that are cascading across the nail. I like that word, cascading. It's a cool word. And doing the same exact technique, just laying down that white, and then we will come in and color it to give us that peach color, that peach vibe. Because right now it just sort of looks like fat white hearts, right? And that's fine, because that's really what we're drawing right now, fat white hearts. Fat white hearts, that's funny. That's funny. Guys, I'm just at, I actually am over that cold that I had, but I've still got a little scratchiness in my throat and a bit of a cough. And I'm sure you can hear that in my voice, so I apologize for that. Also, I didn't sleep good the last 2 nights, and the reason for that was on Tuesday, I had a doctor's appointment, and I have these little, she said a name that she thinks they are, but I can't remember what it is. It was very medical-y. But I had these 3 little spots right below my brow line on my right side. And they were changing color a little bit, and I was just concerned about them, so I asked her about them. And we did a biopsy on Tuesday, and it's just the kind where they shave you a little bit. It didn't hurt to get the biopsy, although it was not pleasant, I will say that. But, oh my goodness, ever since then, the pain has just increased because, you know, your shirt touches it. If you try to have a Band-Aid on, it stays too wet, so you can't leave a Band-Aid on all the time, but then you have a shirt on. And it's below my bra line, so my bra is not actually touching it, but the way that your bra will move your skin will make it hurt. I roll over a lot when I'm sleeping, and so when I would roll onto it, it would wake me up. Ooh, so let me just say, shave biopsy, 1 out of 10 would not recommend. And that's that's just the bottom line of that. But I'm sure, she said it doesn't take long for the results to come in. She really doesn't think that we're going to find anything, that it's going to turn into anything, so I'm not concerned. But just better safe than sorry, we did the biopsy. So there you go. And mainly, I think, because the colors were changing. Like, even I had seen her like 2 weeks before to talk about them in the first place, and since then they had changed color. And that really, that's the main reason why I think it was important to get it, just better safe than sorry. So as you can see here, while I was talking about my biopsy, sorry, I'm just making drops, like drops of juicy, peachy deliciousness, right? And I did both the colors, even though you could just 100% just do the orange. But you can see here, I didn't put the white down because the juice would be dripping on whatever's there. It would not have a white background, right? So I didn't put one, but you can definitely see that the color is a little different when it's not on the white. So it's not awful. I don't hate it. I'm just glad I put the white. See, look at that. That's a little bit different. It's a little brighter. The purple adds a deepness to the color, which is fine for the drips, but I didn't want in the peach. So there's that. Now the color orange, I deepened that a little with some gold chrome. And now we're just coloring. Oh my goodness, you guys. Now we're just outlining what we made, because this is where it really starts to look like a peach after you outline it and put that little cleft. That would be a cleft, right? Like a cleft chin. So the cleft part of the peach. Boom. That's when I started to like the set. That moment right there. Up until that moment, I was the entire time going, I'm going to scrap this. I don't like this set. It's not good enough. I don't love it. My glam squad deserves better than this. And then as soon as that cleft was drawn in there, it goes from looking like a heart to looking like a peach. And that is where we go back to, you have to trust your process. And even if you're just practicing something and you don't think it's going to be the end result, keep going. Don't give up. Keep going, because it's when you give up and wipe away your work or decide it's not good enough that you missed your chance to do something awesome and to grow your skills and to grow yourself as an artist or whatever you're trying to do. Just trust your process. Even if it doesn't turn out the way you want, so what? It's a practice run. So here's where I don't know what happened, guys. There's a couple spots in this section that get blurry. I'm using that same color that I made the outline with to do a little bit of splashing on the nails with the actual peaches. I have to say I really like it. It's super, super cute. I just wanted something extra in that corner, especially the one where the peach is a little offset. That's what I had in my mind when I did it that way, was that there'd be a little splash in the corner. And so I have to say I'm a fan of the little bit of splash, but I'm sorry that the footage is just the tiniest bit fuzzy. Now we get back to better. Back to better. Back to better. Okay. That's something new I've not said before. So I'm giving a little top coat here, and then we're just going to throw a few gems on. I'm not going to over gem it, just the tiniest bit, little in the corners, and then we're going to float some more on that cascading peach nail. Here we go. And again, sorry, a little fuzzy there. We're going to add 2 right here to match the thumbnail. And then we're going to give our cascades. I thought I'd put it at the top, and I was like, no, that's not right. That's not where that goes. Boom, it goes right there. So it's opposite the peaches, right? Everything's a little opposite there. And now we're going to top coat the other 2. Now here's where I made a mistake, guys. I should have top coated this nail before I put the drips, because the drips are top coat. It's top coat mixed with pigment and chrome. So it could have served as its own top coat. It did not need to be top coated. So I should have top coated this. And the same thing with the peach nails before I did the art. That way it would be more 3D, right? So that's why you can see I'm really dragging that down to get as much of the top coat off as possible. But on the peaches, just to give myself more of a 3D situation, I decided to come in with some builder gel and build those up. Again, a little fuzzy here. So I do apologize about that, but I did want to get the footage in there anyway, because you can see how I'm just making a nice little ball of builder gel there, and it gives us a more 3D look to our peach and gives it even more of a peach vibe. And as much as I liked it before, I like it even more with that extra 3D quality. Guys, this is the finished set. I hope that you think they are as peachy keen as I do. We are going to see you Saturday for some more awesome videos. Thank you so much for watching today. Please help me get to 500 subscribers. That's my new goal, by sharing this video and shouting out the channel. I appreciate you so much, and we will see you on Saturday. Mwah. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.